and today we're at the Becker County Solid Waste Campus at the Material Recovery Facility, and we're in the section of that facility that we are doing our mattress recycling. And I have a guest here, one of our local team members and partners in mattress recycling, and I'll have him introduce himself and who he works for.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I'm with Better Futures Minnesota, and this is our recycling facility.
So we are recycling mattresses here. So Zach is going to show us, this is a box spring, and he's going to show us basically what he does to a box spring when you bring it in for recycling. So go for it, Zach. It's basically slicing off the cloth outer shell of the mattress. On a box spring, that's pretty easy. Not quite as easy on a mattress. There's definitely more layers.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of layers for some of these mattresses.
So he said there's lots of layers with these mattresses. This is one of the greatest things that we did. We had a recommendation from another county that does this to build one of these spin tables. So this is a spin table. You saw Zach spin it around as he's has the mattresses. So instead of him walking, the mattress moves.
Yes, the spin table has been a lifesaver. Comes in very handy when working with these larger mattresses.
So now he's running into, there's some staples that he has to pull off, or pull this felt material off. And then you see that, so there's the cloth and the felt, the metal, and the wood, and all this gets recycled. It's pretty basic with the box spring. In the old days, all they had was the box spring. Now it's a little bit more complicated than that. And mattresses are even more complicated. There's so many different kinds of mattresses. So
we separate the materials, and
so Zach is saying just basically separate the materials, and then you know, we're just deconstructing it basically.
yes, ma'am. Next step would be taking the staples out and separating the wood from the metal and disposing of those two.
So the metal goes to our scrap metal pile, and the wood goes to our pallet pile.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so, how do people bring this into the or how should they bring it into the transfer station? Now that we've been doing it for 6 months or so, how should people be bringing it in?
I highly recommend you, before you bring them to us, that you keep them in a dry climate, whether it's your garage or, you know, in your house. And when you're ready to bring them in, you just come in through the transfer station, let the gentleman up there know that you're looking to recycle your mattress, let them know what you have, and then we'll point you in the right direction as far as dropping them off. And
so, again, we've had some rain in the last few weeks, and that's been a challenge. If you leave them in the back of your truck for 2 weeks while it's raining, that's not the way we want to see that here. If you can get it to us before it starts raining, so that they're not wet and soaked. We don't want them dirty.
Yeah, we prefer not to have any mold or mildew, so that way all the materials can be recycled and go into dog beds and other fun stuff, and
no bed bugs.
Yes, no bed bugs of any kind. Definitely check the creases of your mattress, and you can always do a visual inspection first before bringing them in.
Let's go talk about what's behind us.
All right. For starters, we've got all our foam here. So foam comes in all your mattresses. They'll either be strictly foam, or they'll have a layer of spring in between, depending on the age of the mattress. But for the majority of your newer mattresses, it'll be a few different layers of memory foam. You'll get this thick stuff, and then you'll get some more density towards the top. And for all the box springs, they'll have this thin layer, little dust cover. And in both mattresses and box springs, you find this felt that's wedged in between the foam and the fabric. Here we have our top covers, so this will be the top of your mattress, where it's mixed material. There's a little bit of foam still in there that's woven in between. The white stuff up top, that's your cotton. So those are both in box springs and in regular mattresses as well. So in here we have small foam, which is typically on the corners of box springs and or mattresses. And then we have this coconut fiber-like material that is more towards the older mattresses, not too common nowadays. And cambric. Cambric is another dust cover that sits on the bottom of your box spring. And
then the wood.
then the wood, yes.
And so when we get enough, what do they do with it?
So after we get enough, typically 3 pallets full, we'll send it through the baler, and it compacts it, makes it extremely tight, weaves it almost like a tapestry. And here we have the foam, the felt, and the top covers.
Have we shipped any away yet?
Not at the moment. We are still in the process of gathering enough material for suppliers and buyers.
And so because we're fairly new into it, we have to get more of a commodity to ship. And so we will post online, and you can look on our Becker County website for pricing. It is cheaper to recycle the mattress, so that's a good incentive for you to get it to us while it's clean. And if it's not clean, if it's moldy or bed bugs or that kind of thing, then it goes into garbage. We have to garbage it. So if you have any questions, you can certainly give our office a call, 218-846-7310, or the transfer station number is 218-847-6382. Give us a call if you have any other questions. Make it a great day.